Just 24 hours after launching their nationwide strike, Nigeria's labor unions have agreed to proceed to talks with government to forge a way forward, subsequently suspending the protests against President Tinubu's economic reforms, which included removal of the fuel subsidies. On Wednesday, protesters in the major cities took to the streets, angered by the deteriorating economy as fuel prices are at its highest in Nigeria's history. In his inauguration speech in May this year, President Tinubu announced scrapping off the 50-year-old subsidies on fuel, a move he strongly defended shortly before the protests began.
For several years, I have consistently maintained the position that the fuel subsidy had to go. This once beneficial measure had outlived its usefulness. The subsidy cost us trillions of naira yearly, such as a vast sum of money would have been better spent on public transportation, health care, school, housing, and even national security. Instead, it was being funneled into the deep pocket and lavish bank account of a selected group of individuals.
While Tinubu criticizes fuel subsidies as favorable to only the rich, Benson Upa, the head of Information and Public Affairs of the Nigerian Labour Congress, said the poor suffer the most from its removal and vowed the strikes will continue if demands are not met.
Mr. President knows our demands. They are well articulated and they have been submitted to him. He should do the needful. We are protesting to save the poor from further debt.
However, though calling off the protests after meeting with President Tinubu, the labor unions called Wednesday's protest a success since it forced the president to negotiate with them.